activate feeling, hey, I want to get on. I want to really feel that I'm getting my body. There are so many weights there, it's worrisome. But for this exercise, you will need not 2, I see 4, I see
10s,
and
8s.
I see some 15.
Yes, we've got a selection and some bands.
And some bands. And if you're feeling this is the beginning of my journey, just take that down by 3 notches, because I started with Nat with 2 kilos and built up. And it's really possible to do. So I'm just going to take off the comments so that we can see Nat fully. Chat filter, no comments, and we'll get started. And if you're watching this later, really enjoy and just know how much you're doing for your body.
Okay. Right. So we'll get started nice and gently this morning. Just wake the body up. Lying down on our backs. We'll go into the open foot stretch, which always feels good, especially if you're feeling a little bit stiff. So you're going to cross your left leg over your right leg, as if you're sat down on a chair.
I think you're really far away from it. I'm really sorry.
That's okay. Just bring this. I can bring this forward a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, that's great. I just want you to see fully all the torturous things you're going to get us to do. Yeah. Okay.
Right, so lying down, left leg crossed over your right leg, lie on your right side, arms are going to come out in front of you. You can relax your head down. If you have a cushion, you can put that underneath your head. Take a deep breath in. You're going to reach your left arm up and over, then exhale, bring it back. So you get a really nice stretch in through your chest, and you're mobilizing that thoracic. Inhale, return, and exhale, big reach back. So nice big stretch, twisting that upper body, but the lower body stays still. You're going to go for 3 more of these. Good, go for 2. And this is a nice one, especially after you've just woken up, because a lot of us are side sleepers. So if you're sleeping on your side, you're hunched over, shoulders around it. So this just opens you up a little bit. We're going to go for 1 more, big reach. And take in 3 deep breaths there. So it's a deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale, just melt into the mat a little bit. Try and press that left shoulder down a little bit more. And another deep breath in. And exhale, go for 1 more. And then you're going to come back to the centre and cross your legs. Right leg crosses over your left. Lie on your left side. And again, go for that nice big reach up and over your head with your right arm this time. Inhale, return. And exhale, big reach up and over. Nice stretch. We have 3. Good, feeling the chest stretched out and getting in that spinal rotation. Good, and then our next one, we're going to hold again. Reach back and hold it for 3 deep breaths in through the nose, and then exhaling through a slightly pursed lip. Again, deep breath in. And exhale. Go for 1 more. And then you're going to bring yourself back to the centre on that out breath. Uncross your legs. Bring your feet to mat width. Let's loosen up the hips a little bit. So shoulders stay on the mat. You can bring your arms into a T position. And then lower your knees from left to right. Going for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the centre. Bring your feet a little closer together. And you want to, so your heels want to be the same distance apart as if you were to put your fists between the knees. So the knees are a fist distance apart. You're going to push your heels into that, and I want you to gently pull your heels towards your glutes. Then you're going to tuck your hips in, lift the hips just an inch off the mat, and then roll back down. And again, tucking in, lift your hips just an inch off the mat, roll back down. So it's a tiny movement, but you should feel the backs of those legs. Good. Then we're going to start to lift a little bit higher. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Nice feeling that you're pulling with the backs of those legs. And again, you want to keep the knees tracking forward, so you've got that fist distance apart between the knees. And you're going to get a little bit of inner thigh connection when you do that. So we're just firing up the backs of those legs and the glutes. It's also a very gentle core exercise. Now I want you to reach those arms up in the air. Good. Lifting the hips and then rolling back down. We're going to do this for another 3 reps. So lifting up, lowering down. Good. Go for 2. Nice. Last one, we're going to lift and hold. Holding it there. Now, I want you to bring your right leg up, really squeezing that left glute to place the foot back down, pushing out that heel, and again, feeling like you're pulling the heel towards the hip. Place the foot back down. We're going to keep going from side to side, and we want to keep our hips as still as possible. Good. Go for 4. Nice. Go for 3. 2, and our last one. Good. Place the foot back down. We're going to stay there for a second. We've got 10 pulses up. You're going to lower halfway. Lift up all the way. 10, 9, 8. Squeezing those glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling down. Good. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Deep breath in. You're going to exhale, nod the head, lift the chest, and then relax back down. We're just going to do a little bit of core activation. Lift and relax back down. Good. So lifting a little higher every time. Lifting that chest up to the sky. So it's a slight nod of the head, and then you lift up rather than rounding your body too much. So you don't want to be just coming into a bit of flexion. You're activating the stomach. Good. We're here for another 6 like this. Good. 5. Lift. Go for 4. Perfect. 3. Big lift. 2. And then the last one, we're going to hold it. 10 pulses up. Go for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head relaxes down. From here, you're going to keep that lower back down. So you need to tuck the hips in. Bring your legs into a tabletop. You're going to take a deep breath in. Tap your right foot down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, left foot down. Exhale, lift. The lower back stays on the mat. So you couldn't fit your hand underneath your back because you're gently pushing it down. If you find that this is quite difficult, you could actually elevate your hips a little bit by putting your hands underneath that lower back area, and that's going to help to tuck your pelvis in a little bit, take some of that pressure away. But of course, if you can do it without doing that, you're going to get more activation in the stomach. So this is more about those lower abdominals now, and the hip flexors very gently. And you want to do this with complete control, so you feel like you could balance a bowl of water on your stomach and it is not going to move. You've got that control in the stomach. We're here for 6 taps. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and stop there. Bring those feet down. Lift your hips for a second just to open up the front of the hip, and then rolling back down. You're going to turn onto your right side. Right forearm is down, your right shoulder is rolled back and set down, your knees are ever so slightly forwards. We're going to lift the hips and lift that top leg. So we're firing up the side of the glute. Inhale down, exhale lift. Good. So we're doing 10 on each side. We're halfway with this one. So lifting 5, 4. As a bonus, we're getting a little bit of shoulder activation and side of the stomach activation 2. Go for 2, and your last one. Okay, switching. So now the left forearm goes down, shoulders roll back and set down. Deep breath in, exhale, lift the hips, and lift the top leg. We've got 10 on this side. It will feel a little bit tough because do this, but one side is or has you focus on one side a little bit more. Good. We're here for 3, 2, last one, and stop there. Right, turning over, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You're going to bring your right thumb up to the sky, bring that hand forwards a little bit. Take a deep breath in. You're going to start to lift the arm, and exhale, keep the arm lifted as high as possible. You're going to bring it round to the side. Then you turn it when you can't bring it around anymore. Bring it behind your back. Keep the shoulder and elbow pull back. Then it's going to come forward. Place it back down. So this is firing up the shoulder girdle. Good. We're going to do 5 on each side. Bring it forwards and down. Good. We've got 3 to go. Big lift. The hips stay still. The chest stays directly down towards the ground, and it's just about that arm moving. Big, big lift. And when you're doing this properly, you do actually feel like the muscles or the arm or the shoulder area really starts to warm up. Good. And then place that hand down, switch sides. Thumb up with that on that left side. Big lift, bring that arm back and around. Good. Nice. We're here for another 3. Lifting, bring it around to the side. That's it. 2. Good. And then the last one. Big lift. Perfect. Place the hands down. You're going to lengthen out into a high plank, and we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. Upper mid-back lifted, hips tucked in. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Walk your hands towards your feet. Slowly coming up, roll those shoulders back. And we're going to get going with our first exercise. So actually we're going to warm up the legs and activate the quads properly now. And for this you need a chair and a mini band. If you don't have a mini band, you can just do the leg extension without it. So Trini, you're going to sit. I'm going to get you to sit on this as well. So taking a seat.
I've been having a little problem with my knees, but this is good too for it.
Trini's got some inflammation going on in her knees.
Okay.
Ankles. So the band goes around your ankles if you have a band.
Alright.
So sitting nice and tall, going to extend the leg, hold it for 2 seconds, and then bend the knee. We're going to do 10 on each side. Good. So this is activating Trini's quads. So it's actually isolating the quads, especially the vastus medialis, which is just sort of the inside of the knee, just above that kneecap. Good. Halfway with this one. And you want to kind of lift the leg as well. Sit. Going for 4. 4, 3. Good. 2. And the last one. And when you do sort of an isolation exercise like this, it sort of cues your brain, or it sends those signals to your muscles to fire up those legs a little bit more efficiently. If you just do a squat, sometimes if you go straight into squats, other muscles might start to take over. And
Yeah,
so you're the knees.
make me just focus on this.
Exactly. And then you're probably a little bit more cognizant of it when you do a squat, which we will do today, but we're going to do light ones. Good. Go for 4. Lifting the leg a little higher if you can. Sit. Go for 2. And your last one. Nice. Stop there. You can take that band off. Okay. Right. So we're going to go. I'm going to give you a slightly lighter band. Actually, that was a slightly heavier band. Right. Slightly lighter band.
How are you feeling, everyone? I'm still waking up, but we're getting there. Okay.
We're doing a gentle warm up today, or we're actually going into some more difficult stuff. With that, this band, if you have one, is going to go on above the knees. Now, this is just to cue the body to really sort of push the knees out to the side and activate your glutes a little bit more. Now I'm going to give you an 8 kilo dumbbell. They're still a little bit cold from being outside, so just put your hands underneath.
Quite
We're
nice,
doing,
actually.
it is quite nice.
Yeah.
We're doing a goblet squat. So you're going to have the weight in front of the chest.
That's got a 15.
I've got a
just
15.
grabbed it. Yeah. You obviously want a real workout.
I do. I feel I haven't worked out as much as I would have liked to in the last week.
Yeah.
So feet are shoulder width. Toes can be slightly turned out or toes forwards. Make sure that you're sort of pushing the knees out to the side slightly. We're going to lower the hips back and down and then drive up. So from the side, we're pushing the hips back, the weight is in the heels. If you find that you tip onto your toes a little bit, try lifting your toes slightly. Now you want to really have the whole foot down on the floor, but if you find that you tilt forwards, lift your toes, that's going to push you back. You can also do a box squat where you sit on a chair or a bench and stand up and then sit back down it briefly. Driving it nice and fast. Make sure those knees are pushing out to the side, pushing into the band. Good. 2. Last one. Perfect, right. The weight is going to go down. We're going to, pardon?
I can see you do it.
Okay, great. So now you're going to lie down. We're going to continue to work the legs. So we're doing 2 leg exercises. Now Trini's going to have a 15. I'm just going to get your ankle weight. Sorry, Trini, you got it. So we're adding a little extra weight. So this is actually a 5 kilo. So that's going. Also, you can do this without any weight at all. We're going back into some glute bridges. However, they're weighted. So now we've worked the front of the leg, we're working more the back of the leg.
So we've got 20 kilos on the tummy now.
We've got 20 kilos on the hips. The band is there as well to give you a bit of feedback, but this is going to be predominantly for glute maximus and hamstrings. So we're lying down, the feet are flat down on the floor. We're going to lift and hold for 3 seconds. So tucking in, push the knees up, hold it for 3, 2, 1, back down, and again tuck in and lift, 3, 2, 1, down. If you want with this one, you can turn the toes up to the sky, so you're balancing on your heels. Sometimes you feel it a little bit more in the glutes when you do that. I actually quite like to do that. Good, and if you walk your heels out further away from your hips, you'll feel a little bit more emphasis in the hamstring, so the back of the thigh. Again, lift, 3, 2, 1, down. So tucking in, lifting, lifting. So the way we're splitting this workout up today is we're going to focus on the lower body. So a couple of leg exercises, then we're going to focus on the upper body. Good, lift and hold this one. 10-second hold, so it's a little isometric hold. Squeeze those glutes, push those knees out a bit more, Trini. That's it. 3, 2, 1, and down. Hopefully you felt that. So just carefully moving that to one side. You can keep the band on. We're having a little rest because we're back to basic strength training, so we need to have that rest now. Have a sip of water, and then we're going to go back into the first exercise, which was the squat. Do you want a heavier band for the squat? Do you want to put the green on instead? Or actually, let's go back to the first, the knee, this one. So put that around the ankles. So we're doing the leg extensions. So extending, set, holding for 2, 1, 2, and then bend.
I feel it's also good for your core.
Oh yeah, it is, because it's like doing you know, hanging leg raises. Obviously it's modified, but you are lifting leg, you've got some resistance there, so you have to engage your core. You're sitting up nice and tall. Good. Perfect. Big lift. 4 to go. 3, 2, and your last 1. Good. Switching sides. Oh yeah, you need to bring it down.
You just feel a difference when it's right at the ankle. You just feel it more in there.
Of course, because that resistance is further away from you.
Yes.
Good. And this simulates. There's a machine in the gym where you have a little padded bar across your ankles, and then you do leg extensions with that, because it really does isolate the quads. Good. Nice. Go for 3. For 2. And then your last one. Perfect. Right, bring that band up to just above the knees. I'm going to move this chair back. Get you this. Oh, we're using a 10 this time, aren't we?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Taking this in front of the chest. Right. So, weight in front of the chest. Feet can be slightly turned out. And then we're going to squat down, pause for a second, drive up. Make sure you're really pushing those knees out. Good, and we work with the breath here. It's inhale down, and when you need that little power, you're gonna exhale to bring yourself back up. And this is a great one. It does work the glutes a lot. So we did have a goal a little while ago to really train those glutes, and I think your glutes are really coming back.
They're getting back a bit.
Yeah.
So wobbly jobbly.
Good, driving up. Go for 2 more. Last one. Good. Right, we're back into the glute bridge. If you lie down, we can set you up. It is a little more difficult when you've got a heavier weight. So this goes here, this goes here, holding on. Good. Try turning your toes up this time to get a bit more glute activation. So parallel, but heels down, toes up.
Yeah.
You might want to bring them a tiny bit further out. Yeah. So we lift and hold for 3. Really tucking in. So we did this in the warm-up. You know, the technique. So you tuck the hips, so you're really tucked in. We're not overly lifting, we're not pushing through the spine. We're using our posterior chain muscles. So the muscles in those, or we're using the hamstrings, we're using the glutes. You will feel this in the quads a little bit, but if you're doing this correctly, you should really feel it in the back of the thigh and your glute maximus. Pushing the knees out a little bit is going to help to activate the glutes even more. So Trini, for your anti-inflammatory, for your knees, the supplements that you're taking.
Yeah.
You're taking the glucosamine.
Yeah.
You're taking it. Does that come with the Boswellia?
I think so.
Yeah. So if you have inflammation in your body, glucosamine, especially in your joints, glucosamine is incredible and it really does help. And MSM. So Trini's taking all of those, which are hopefully beginning to help.
Yeah. I think I'm seeing it. So I was standing so much the last 2 weeks.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think just moving as opposed to standing is better.
Definitely. We've got one more into lift and hold. Holding it there. We're going to pulse up and down now. You ready?
Yeah.
10, 9. So lower halfway, lift up all the way. Keep those knees pushed out to the side. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Nice. So sitting up. That's going to go to one side. Perfect. Right, you can take that band off. We're actually done with that set because we're only doing 2 sets today, which is our favourite.
We love. We love.
So we're going to move on to upper body now. Then we're going to go back to lower body. So we'll just move that to one side. We're going to be doing some back and biceps with some rows. Always a staple exercise when you are working upper body. So we're going to do a single arm row. You're going to use this for a bit of support. You can use anything around your house for support. I'm going to give you the 10. I'm going to just do this without holding on to anything, which does engage the core a little bit more, but it also works your back a little bit harder too. So if you want to hold on to that, that just protects your back a little bit. So chest is down, your hips are back. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. So you want to set that shoulder back and down. Obviously count your reps. So we're getting the shoulder down, we're bringing the weight towards the hip. Good. Nice, so this works your rhomboids, your lats, and your biceps, so the front of the arm. Going for another 3, for 2, last one. Good, then we're going to switch sides. Let's go for it. Strong pull and lengthen. Pull, lengthen. Chest lowered down towards the ground, so you get that a little extra work in, because if you're lifted up a little bit, it can also go into the traps too much. And it makes it slightly easier for the back and the biceps. Good. We're here for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Stop there. Stand. Put that weight down. We're going to go into a shoulder press. But I actually want us to try and use an 8. So we're going to go into a unilateral shoulder press. If we can. And it's going to be a strong press. We're actually only going to do a few on each side because these are a little heavier. So I'm going to just show you a couple of reps. So you have your arm lifted. And you're going to push the weight up. You stack the shoulder, bring it down. You also work the triceps a little here. So you press. Bring it down. Good. We'll just do 6 on each side. Last one. Switch. I know, that's why we're only doing a few reps. Okay, deep breath in. Exhale, push. Good. So this is a great one because you're also working your core. 2. Last one, you're going to begin to sweat a little bit with that too. Right, stop there, put that down. Triceps, so we're doing a little set of 3 exercises. Lie down on your back. Sorry?
I'm just going to do my band.
Oh yeah, stretch out the chest a little bit.
Because whenever you might feel a bit of a twinge, I love this.
Yeah.
What is this called now? Just stretch it back.
Stretches the chest, but also you activate the back a little bit too, which just kind of realigns you a little bit. Right. Okay. Always a good thing to have in the toolkit, that one.
Yeah, okay. Right.
You're going to lie down to me, you're going to use the 5 kilos, and you're going to do, we're actually going to make it a little bit more difficult. We are going to do lying tricep extensions because you get to give the neck and the back a little rest. But we're going to do a pulse. So you bend the arms, 1 little pulse, and then you extend. So lying down. And we're going to do this one for time under tension. So we've got 45 seconds. So you bring the arms back, bend, little lift, bend again, then fully extend. So this just adds a little load because the muscles stay under tension for a little bit longer, which makes it feel more difficult for those muscles. Fully extend, bend, fully extend. Nice. We have 10 seconds. We make sure you do that little pulse. Last one. Good. And stop there. I hear sort of meditation music coming from somewhere. Is that coming from your phone?
We've got meditation music, yeah, just gentle,
just a bit of
contradictory music.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I've got very bad hearing, so I can't hear anything. And you can hear this gentle meditation. You can probably hear it more because your phone is right by the music. So just don't be influenced by the music and go to sleep. Okay.
The mind is relaxed, the body is on fire.
Exactly.
Right. So we're going to go back into the row. Have a sip of water because we need to have that little rest. We are doing some nice strength training, which means you do have to take the rest because the muscles replenish their energy, the ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is powered by creatine.
Which I'm drinking. Yeah, creatine.
Which Trini's drinking, of course, because she is on it. She's a biohacker. Right, come over here. Left hand on here. I'm going to give you
Tell
this
me
way.
my creatine is good.
Calibre my creatine is good. Because creatine, oh, I've just accidentally picked up the 15. Right. So,
I was telling you something.
So, creatine is fantastic because it is the sort of the fuel that we use to power our cells. So our muscles use adenosine triphosphate, or that's our energy currency, and that is made by using creatine. Our brain also uses creatine, adenosine triphosphate, sorry. So we're feeding our brain cells too. Last one, and switch. And they've brought out a study recently where if you are seriously sleep deprived, they deprived people of sleep purposefully. They did this in the military. And they gave them 20 grams of creatine, the sleep deprived group, and then and in comparison to the non-sleep deprived groups, they have two groups. The group that had 20 grams of creatine were actually cognitively better than those that had a good night's sleep, and it increases your cognition by 30%. But you don't always need to have that much. Stop there. So,
But I like the idea if you're really tired.
Yeah.
So today I'm quite tired, jet lagged, so I might take, because usually I just take a teaspoon of creatine.
Yeah, which is about 5 grams.
But maybe I'll take another 5 grams later.
So yeah, you can, exactly. So that's 10 grams, which is great. Some people are now microdosing with 10 grams a day. And as with everything, as we age, we produce creatine ourselves naturally. You also get it from meat. As we age, it declines, and we're actually not so good at converting it to adenosine triphosphate. Last one. So supplementing a little bit more is actually more beneficial. So Trini, you could probably go up to 10 grams a day and see if that makes a difference.
Okay.
Good. Go for one more. Nice, stop there. Some people do feel a little bit sick, so it's nice to split it up sometimes.
Oh really? Because yesterday I took a bit and I did feel very car sick.
Yes.
Okay.
So try and have it with food as well, because that helps too. Right, we're back to our triceps. I actually feel a little bit sick if I have an empty stomach.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Lie down.
Good to know.
Good. Right, we're doing that little pulse as well. So bending arms, we're going to work those triceps. Good. So it's all bend, little pulse, extend. Good. Nice. So here, it's back of the arm. Which is great to work. We want to work the whole arm really.
That pulse kills you.
It does, doesn't it? It does really add that little, and you've got a kilo heavier than me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good. We're going to go for one more. Little pulse, extend. Nice. Stop there. And we're done with that set. That means we're back to legs. Have a sip of water. So now we're going to work the quads again, but isometrically. So you're going to do the ski squat. Then we're going to do some deadlifts. Then we're going to do some calf raises. So we really are working everything today.
Ski squat.
So should we? Where are you going to? Should we?
Yeah, we go. Well,
Okay.
I've got pictures there now. So where am I going to do ski squat?
What? No, you can do it against the door.
I can do it against the door. Okay.
Right, I'll just bring the. Otherwise, this is going to be a very boring shot. Just looking at that. Right. Instead, we're gonna. Trini's doing a ski squat. I get out of this one. I'm not doing it.
So.
Trini's going to do it for the both of us. Right.
Yeah.
So.
What I do at the same time, take my mind off this, guys, is I do that, but also I do some facial exercises.
Ooh.
So there's two. One of them is to go and blow out the hot tea for raising the cheekbones. The other one is to smile inanely with showing your top teeth, like this. And it really helps the cheekbones, tension, like that. And that's doing it.
I'm doing it.
Show yourself now. Show yourself. And we look like the guy from the Joker. But you do this for 20 seconds. You see, and then when you go back to the, at some stage, I follow this lovely woman who's in Berlin. You'll feel this muscle moving. So you're training a muscle, like blowing out teeth, to lift that cheekbone. And when I do it for about 5 days on the trot, I really notice difference. And I haven't done it for ages. I'm back there because I feel my face is falling south.
And stop there. And you can stand up naturally. So how do you feel with it in comparison? Do you notice the difference doing that in comparison to using the face gym or the new face?
Different.
Or
the thing is, one of them is doing, face gym is just a microcurrent.
Yeah.
But this is actually really, you know, microcurrent will go like those machines. But this is, so I really feel the full muscle at once working. You see, like when you want to get that nice under cheekbone, and the inane one, it's like that, holding that tension. It's a bit higher up. Anyway, they are good. You have to keep doing it. It's like exercise.
Yeah.
You don't do it.
Well, it is
continuously.
exercise, isn't it?
For
The face.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yes. Right. We are doing.
Very big
deadlifts.
weights here.
Yes.
Yes, Nat.
Yes.
You're
But
doing
we've
15
prepped
kilos,
ourselves because
yeah.
we've done some glute work and hamstring work.
Yeah.
So we've prepped ourselves. I'm standing in between the weights.
Yeah. In between it.
Yeah. Just it makes it easier to
Yeah.
pick them up.
Yeah.
Shoulders, let's set them up so you're bringing them back and down, you're engaging your back muscles already. Then you're going to bend the knees, push the hips back. Deep breath in,
Yeah.
pick them up. So we're doing deadlifts, we're not doing RDLs. We're going to do ones where our knees bend a little bit more. So you push the hips back, it is a hinge. So the weight goes back, the knees are not coming forwards. And this works the glutes and it works the hamstrings. Now I had a really good little trick in the gym the other day. If you hold a foam roller between your knees, prevents your knees from going out to the side, which means that you have to engage the hamstrings a little bit more actually. Work the inner thighs a little bit too.
So we should be doing that.
Yeah. Last one, well, we
Or
can give it a go.
imagining,
You don't
yeah,
always
foam
have
roller.
to, because obviously
In
if you've
between
got...
our knees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stop there.
Okay.
Calf raises.
Lovely. With weight?
No, you're going to do them off the step because you've just
Yeah.
been holding the weight, so you're going to
Yeah.
keep the grip at rest.
Uh-huh.
I'll do them with weight because there's not room for the two of us. So Trini is lowering the heel down more. Yeah, the more you sink it down, the greater the range of motion, the harder it's going to be. I'm going to hold 2 dumbbells, shoulders set down. Now I wouldn't normally put, obviously we've just been using our grip strength with deadlifts, so that's why Trini's using a step, so use a step, or you can, I don't know, sometimes I just use some old books that and then elevate my toes on there to do a calf raise. We're here for 20 more seconds, so you're doing a minute on each side. So big lift. 10 seconds. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Switch sides.
I really felt that burning.
I know, that was a whole
Oh.
minute. That's a lot longer than you normally
Yeah,
do.
a lot longer. I wasn't counting and you just were trying to put me off.
Let's go.
Right.
But I'll just bring the camera closer up so people can see that you are...
See the torture.
Exactly.
Okay,
We want to
right
see...
down.
We want to see Trini suffer.
Oh, thanks.
No.
She's a torturous soul, Nat. Okay.
But, you
So
know,
really up
sometimes
and
you just
down.
have to suffer to have beautiful
Yeah.
calves. And stable ankles and knees.
Yeah, stable
So-
ankles and knees, because I had, as a teenager, rolling ankles always when
Did
I did
you?
ballet. Yeah, so just I realised I've got to get my ankles to feel strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does, calf raises really do help. Also with this one, you're stretching the calf too. So if you just do calf work without stretching, you can actually really injure your Achilles And you do not want to do that because that takes weeks to prepare. You've got 10 seconds. You can do it. Like, I'll just do some air ones.
I'll just do some air.
5, 2, 1, and stop there. Good. Right, we are going back into the ski squat. Have some water, have some creatine. Power those muscles up. Okay.
And let's do some more facial exercises,
And
everybody.
more facial exercises. See, it's
Okay.
always good to multitask. So knees at 90
Degrees. Arms
unless
up.
that's uncomfortable, and then you can lengthen the legs a little bit more.
And we're going to do the inane grin. 20 seconds. Really curl to really show your upper teeth. Really heel that cheekbone there. Heel that cheekbone. It's so attractive, isn't it?
It reminds me of the
Okay.
face I used to pull at one particular friend. It's now I know it's actually good for you. Perfect.
Okay, that's 20. And now we're going to do blowing out the tea. Hot tea. You see, I can see your muscles moving already. Natalie has very nice cheekbones, actually.
15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. I don't feel like my cheeks are as lifted as yours when I do. I need to practice.
Well, darling, yours are so lifted anyway. That's the thing. You know, there is about 30 years difference between us. So I've got a little bit more lifting to do. You can feel it like this. Look, good. So feel when I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah, they are moving.
So you're really feeling that sort of, feel it, come here. So really feel the movement of that. Feel it more. Really blow out the tea, it's really hot. Yeah. And then after a while, you'll see your cheekbone move a bit and that muscle. Okay.
Okay, right, we're back to deadlifts.
Back to deadlifts.
Back to
Anything to
deadlifts.
put them off.
We're doing cheekbones, we're doing deadlifts. Right. Standing in between.
Yep.
Shoulders set down. Hinge those hips back. You want to lift with the legs. Don't round the spine here. Really important. Shoulders are set down. You want to also, I didn't mention this before, but the thumbs kind of touch the legs all the time. So it's like you're shading your legs with your thumbs.
Why?
That way you're keeping the weights closer to your midline. When that happens, your back stays safe. So if the weight's coming away, you're going to put a lot of strain on your back and on your spine. If you're lifting heavy, it's okay if you're lifting light, but if you're lifting heavy, you will do something to your back. So you've got to, so deadlift's one of those things. You have to really master the technique. Start with light weights. Good. 4, 3, and they work so many muscles. 2, last one. Good. Right, calf raises. So, stepping or off the step. You're going to lift and lower the heel. We'll just do it for 45 seconds this time, because they're going to be a little bit sore from the last. Or you'll notice they fatigue more rapidly. Lifting and lowering. Lifting nice and high, hips tucked in. Good. We have 15 seconds to go. Lifting. Set. And we'll do a good stretch at the end of those calves too. 5 seconds. Good, and then switch. So now we're going to do the same on the other side. 45 seconds. Good, and I would always recommend, if you know that you have one leg that is a bit stronger than the other, start on your weaker side, because you want to really match the reps. I definitely have one side that takes over, my left. We're going to go for another 20 seconds. That's it. Good. Lifting as high as you can, sinking that heel as low as you can. When you work that full range, it's really intense. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, stop. Good, okay. We're back to arms. We're done with that set. So we're gonna work the arms again.
We need some air.
Get some air in here, I know.
We're kind of sweaty, Jen.
I know, we are working. Right. So, lateral raises. Trini, I'm handing you the 3s. I'm going to take the 4s. Okay, so we're lifting our arms out to the side. The hips are tucked in. Arms can be slightly bent. You want to think about lifting with the elbows first. So, lifting just to shoulder level. Now, if your weights are very light, don't bring your arms all the way down, so sort of stop there. Because if you bring them all the way down, you get a little rest. So if the weights are a bit heavier, that's fine. You want to make sure the chin is tucked so you're not pushing the head forwards as you do this. And exhale when you lift those arms. Going for 3, 2, last one. Good, stop there. Put those weights down. Come down onto your mat. We're going to do 1 push-up. You can do this on your knees. And then we're going to do an ankle reach. So you can do 1 push-up, hands quite close together. So we are working the chest, we're working the triceps, and you lift the knees. You're going to reach for the opposite ankle with one hand, then the other hand. Then you can lower into your push-up or go down in a high plank position. Lift, reach, reach. This is the last exercise that we're doing, or the last set. Reach, reach. Good. Big lift. This is our last one. Lower, push, reach, reach, and stop there. Okay, we're going to go back into our lateral raises in a second. So the push-up and that ankle reach still works the shoulders. We're working the chest. We're working the triceps. We're working our core. You get a little bit of flexibility into. And then with the lateral raises, we're working the shoulders. My biggest request at the moment is shoulders.
Really?
Everyone is saying, I really want to work my shoulders.
Yeah.
I want some shoulder definition.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because I think posture,
Yeah.
strength,
Mhm.
back strength, everything.
Mhm. Right, let's go for it. Big lift and down. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Probably didn't have quite enough rest then, so this is going to feel more difficult.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah. Good. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Back to those push-ups. They're going to feel
Harder.
like a challenge. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah. We're ready.
You can bring your hands wider if you want to work the chest more. It also makes it feel easier. Let's go. So you lower, push, big reach for the ankle. Push those heels down. Big reach, lower, push, big reach, big reach. Nice. We are halfway. No, we're not. We're more than halfway. Good. 10 seconds. This is our last one. Reach. Reach. And stop there. Good. Little rest. That almost felt like a bit of cardio at the end there.
It was. It didn't feel. I'm so out of breath.
I am too. I am.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I think we did exceptionally well. We managed to hit every muscle group in
So we're
the
stretching.
body. We're stretching.
Yes.
Okay.
The word is so lovely.
The word.
All right.
Right, you can lie down and relax. I'm going to give you That'll give you this band because that's nice and strong. If you can put both feet in there for now. Okay. We have managed to get every single dumbbell out pretty much.
Yeah, we have.
So Trini's got a new weights rack.
I know, I'm so excited about it. Although Molly said to me, Trini, it's very ugly from outside, should we move it? And I'm like, I like to look at it and feel that's what I'm doing. But I could put it on the right, but then it wouldn't be covered in the rain. Will they get,
yeah,
will they,
it might.
will they rust?
Yes, the handles can rust, so it's probably...
I've got to cover it with some plastic, or you think they should be inside?
I almost think it should be inside.
Mm.
Also, they will get it was already cold this morning,
Yeah.
the handles, and they will get really cold. We won't be able to touch them as
really?
it starts to get a bit colder,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright.
So they might have to come inside and look ugly inside.
Okay.
But I think they look really cool personally. I'm going to take one foot out. Keep one foot in.